Hey y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I am here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push your post notification bell button so that when anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. All right, you guys. So first of all, it's hot. I'm tired. I'm sorry that this video is late, but I am tired. Today was just one of those days where I literally had to run errands and get myself situated before I can actually sit down. I'm hungry. Like I said, it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and in the evening, I haven't had breakfast nor lunch. So we're going to try to speed through this video as much as I possibly can. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is what's going on with the infrastructure package. I have received 1, 2, 3 different notifications and articles talking about Biden signing the infrastructure package. So I'm going to click on one of them and we're going to go over it and see what's going on with that. It says we're finally getting this done. Biden signs a landmark infrastructure package in major win for a domestic agenda. I don't know what that means. But anyways, it says President Joe Biden on Monday today signed into law a sweeping bipartisan infrastructure package, completing the most significant legislative victory of his presidency and the largest investment in the country's infrastructure in decades. The bill, priced at $1.2 trillion, will tackle nearly every facet of American infrastructure, including public transportation, roads, bridges, ports, railways, power grids, broadband, internet, as well as water and sewage systems, which is where I think they need to start. I don't know about you guys, but I know out here what is that in my face? Or maybe that's just me being shiny. Okay, that's just me being shiny. I know that the water and sewage system is crap out here. Okay, literally when I turn on the faucet in the morning, like when I turn on the faucet in the morning to wash my face and brush my teeth, the water has the funkiest smell. It smells disgusting. Okay, and I told you guys in the previous video that I seen signs in different areas that are surrounding the area that I live in where they're telling you that the water is non-drinkable in those areas. Okay, so we already don't use that water. I'm honestly, I hate to even have to use it to bathe and stuff in, but do you know how much hard work that would be to get up every morning, boil water every morning, and then prepare it so you can take some type of wash up or whatever. But I hope that they tackle that first, is the main point of what I'm trying to say. It says the package, which includes $550 billion in new spending, is meant to repair and enhance the country's beleaguered infrastructure, which has languished as investment has slowed. About $650 billion of the funding will be reallocated from the already existing projects and funds. Okay, it marks a rare bipartisan win in Washington after years of inaction to address America's aging infrastructure. Today, we're finally getting this done. A jubilant Biden said. He mentioned this earlier. My message to the American people is this: America is moving again, and your life is going to change for the better. I call bull. You know what? I'll believe it when I see it. Hate to be a Debbie Downer, y'all know, but I'll believe it when I see it, when I actually start to see some change. Because I feel like in Washington, they feel like, or I feel like politicians in general feel like you can give us some stimulus checks and that makes all well in the world. And it doesn't. If anything, all you did was put a Band-Aid on the problem instead of actually addressing it. There's no healing going on. There's nothing. Everything is rushed. And as far as I'm concerned, when they decided to open America back up, they pretty much snatched the Band-Aid right back off. So we're back to being exposed to everything and anything. And I feel like everything that has been happening since then is the consequences of that, and including the fact that there is not enough supplies to meet the demand. I'm just saying, while the White House and Democrats are quick to tout many of the bill's aspects, the final package is about less than half of the proposed spending on infrastructure Biden originally requested from Congress. Biden now faces pressure to ensure the infrastructure investments are felt by communities. Exactly. The White House tapered former New Orleans Mayor Mitch Landrieu to serve as infrastructure coordinator to oversee the bill's implementation. Okay. Biden said his administration will seek to make sure every penny is spent where it's supposed to go in a timely fashion, and that Landrieu will have the full access to every tool in the federal government to get it done. We have the high obligation and the responsibility to ensure this money is used widely and used well. This is again coming from Biden. Okay, the legislation, so I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of where all this money is going. Some of it. It says the legislation directs $110 billion to fix America's roads and bridges, $66 billion to mainly improve Amtrak's Northeast Corridor line as well as other routes, $60 $65 billion to expand broadband internet access, $65 billion to modernize the nation's electrical grid, $55 billion for water and sewage systems, $39 billion to expand public transportation systems, $25 billion to renovate airports, and $7.5 billion for electric vehicle charging stations, among other investments. Okay, so the rest of this just goes on to talk about more of what Biden says and what he hopes is going to happen and blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that's significant, and I don't really see anything. I think I pretty much gave you guys a gist of what's going on with the infrastructure package. So I guess all we can do at this point and wait and see. Hopefully, like I said, I'll believe it when I see it, but hopefully some things do actually start to change in a lot of areas. Infrastructure is not going to tackle the stuff that we talk about here on this channel. Like, it's not going to tackle what's going on with Section 8 and public housing and things of that nature. It's not going to tackle those things, but hopefully, nonetheless, the changes are positive and the changes are felt by all of the communities across America. So that's what's most important right now, because honestly, I don't know if they're going to come out with anything else. You guys are asking about an additional stimulus. Unless your state decides to give additional stimulus, I don't see them coming up with another reason or voting on another stimulus package. Not saying that it can't happen, but as of right now, I really don't see that happening. He's talking about we're healing again. It's like they're blindsided, or I don't know. They're acting like they can't see stuff, but I know they see. We all know they see because we see. So but speaking of stimulus, we are going to be talking a little bit more right now about California Golden State stimulus. It says California stimulus checks, nearly 800,000 more. Golden State payments went out this past Friday. It says California on Friday began issuing the latest round of Golden State stimulus, 2 checks of up to $1,100. Okay, this round includes 784,000 payments with a total valuation of $555 million, according to the California Franchise Tax Board. The vast majority in this batch, the vast majority in this batch, 750,000, will be sent by mail, with checks scheduled to go out starting Monday. So today they are sending out another batch of Golden State stimulus checks to people. Okay, according to the tax board's website, I told you guys you can go onto the California Franchise Tax Board to get more information regarding the Golden State Stimulus 2 as well as Golden State Stimulus 1. And it also has a breakdown. I think I did a post. I don't know what this is. I think this is just a glare from the light, but I think I did a post. I put a post up showing you guys that it had a breakdown of the payout dates as of right now, based off of the last 3 numbers of your zip code. So it says, according to the tax board's website, the new payments are scheduled to be mailed to recipients whose zip codes have the last 3 digits of 376 to 584. The money is still also going out to qualifying taxpayers who have zip codes with the last 3 digits of 221 to 375. So let me say that again. They're still mailing out checks for zip codes ending in 221 to 375. But today they started mailing out checks to those with area codes 376 to 584. Okay. Mailed checks will go out to the next group of zip codes, which is going to be 585 to 719 starting November 29th. Okay. And unfortunately, I fall into that category. So I don't think I'll be seeing a golden stimulus, whatever that thing is called, from the state until probably mid-December, and even quite possibly the end of December, beginning of January. So I want you guys to just be aware. We already know, because I talked about how mail has slowed down permanently. So it's taking 5 to 7 days supposedly for mail to reach most places in the U.S. Okay, so even if checks are going out on the 29th, I would like to say that it would be there in 3 to 4 days. But depending on how many checks they send out in that first batch on the 29th, then checks may go out when they do the next batch after that. So I don't know. Who knows when that's going to be? Okay. The state also plans to directly deposit 34,000 payments into bank accounts beginning Friday, which is the Friday that just passed. For those receiving a payment in this round, the tax board advises that it can take up to a few days for the money to show up in the recipient's bank accounts and up to 3 weeks to receive the check by mail after it's sent, which I pretty much just explained that. With this latest disbursement, California will have distributed more than 6 million total payments worth a total value of $4.5 billion since the Golden State Stimulus 2 checks started going out in August of this year. Okay, qualifying taxpayers could get up to $600 payment for themselves, as well as an extra $500 if they claimed at least one dependent. Okay, the rest of it is pretty much stuff that we already know. I don't think there's any need for me to go into that. So I am going to check my other source for the latest news because I know there were some things that I wanted to discuss with you guys. Okay, we already know that the bill has been passed, so I don't need to read that. Something that I did find interesting. Okay, so it says employers, this came out about a couple of days ago. Employers are starting to pay workers every day after their shift. And I wanted to know where this is and let y'all know. So just in case you're thinking about getting a job and you're worried about having to wait them 2 weeks to get a paycheck, you might want to jump on this. It says employers are hoping a new recruitment tool will help attract workers as the pandemic drags on. Major companies are dangling an uncommon benefit to lure job candidates a chance to get paid every day. Many companies like Wendy's, Taco Bell, Big Lots, Kroger, and nursing homes are using smartphone apps like Branch or Daily Pay for this new service. This app allows employees to withdraw money from their paychecks moments after finishing their shift. Employees can download the app and log in using the company provided email or phone number. The app shows workers by the hour how much cash they're earning as their shift progresses throughout the workday and allows them to transfer their wages to a connected bank account with a touch of a button. Taxes and any paid garnishments are automatically taken out before a user can tap the funds. Of course, withdrawing wages whittles down the amount workers would ordinarily get when paid in full every 2 weeks. Employees are charged a fee to access their wages on the same day they receive them, and workers may get into a cycle of reborrowing every pay period. Okay, some employers offer early pay for free to employees. Some people feel this is a better model than pushing the cost onto low-wage workers who just end up paying to be paid, and I think that is absolutely true. I'm trying to see if there's any more information. I thought I was going to go a little bit more deeper into that, but it's not really saying. I thought I was going to say who and what and this and that and the third. Some of these articles I read with you guys, and so I'm just as shocked by the amount of information or the lack of information that's provided. And this one is really not telling us anything, okay? If you guys are working at any of these places that are offering this, let us know down below in the comment section. I would love to hear about that and see how it's working out, because I do think that is a fair assumption that people who are not making a lot of money, if you're working full-time or even part-time, and let's say the wages are low already, you're probably bringing in $300, you're paying a fee to have that money deposited onto a card or your bank account whenever you decide to do it. And by the time you get your check, you probably got like $100, $200, maybe $300 at the most. So I don't know. At first I thought it was a good thing, but now reading this, for people who are not making that much money, I don't think that the payoff of getting your paycheck at the end of your shift is better than getting it after 2 weeks. So that's just me, but y'all let me know what you think about that down below. What else is there? Okay, so the IRS, this came out 2 days ago. It says the IRS to deposit more plus-up payments. A large number of Americans are receiving unexpected payments from the IRS in their bank accounts. A plus-up stimulus payment is a sum of money that recipients are entitled to, and they are getting it because they were eligible for it in the first place. If in the event that an individual recently received an IRS bank deposit, the first thing they need to know about the payment from the federal government is that it is not a fourth stimulus payment. They want you guys to be aware this is not a fourth stimulus payment, so don't go around telling people that you got money unexpectedly and it's a fourth stimulus payment, because that's not what it is. It has always been the case that stimulus payments are a pre-tax credit. The first 2 stimulus checks were released in 2020 and the third was released in 2021. The IRS used an individual's adjusted gross income. Okay, we already know about that. It says another thing to keep in mind is that not everyone who received a stimulus check will receive a plus-up payment. Eligible recipients should keep an eye out for a plus-up check, and paper checks are being used for the payments currently being sent out. People would not receive an additional check unless they receive the correct amount in the first stimulus payment. Okay, so they're talking about the rare situations in which people may not have received everything that they were due when they got the first, second, or third stimulus checks. Okay, so if they didn't get the amount that they were supposed to get, they may be receiving the difference in their account. So keep an eye on your bank accounts for those of you who are in that boat, which I know there's quite a few of you that are, because you've left it in the comment section to other videos saying that you haven't received all of the stimulus payments that you were due, or maybe you received some money for one child but you didn't receive it for another one. Now that's a little bit more tricky. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing about that. For the most part, I believe that I read an article sometime back that says that if you didn't get the money that you were due for the stimulus payment, then 9 times out of 10 you would have to claim that on your 2021 taxes when you file in 2022. Now, in terms of the actual child tax credit, because I know there were also some people who were saying that they didn't receive the amount of money that they were supposed to receive. I want to say when they first started dispersing those child tax credit advance payments, as far as that goes, they were going to be breaking it down and giving it to you every month in addition to what you were supposed to get. So let's just say, for example, you're supposed to get $800 a month based off of the 3 children that you have in their different age ranges. But let's just say you didn't get the whole $800 when you're supposed to. So they're going to break that $800 down and give you pieces of that moving forward in addition to the $800 that you should get every month. I hope that's making some sense. I hope. Okay. Anything that you didn't get, obviously you would have to wait until, again, you file your 2021 taxes to get that in 2022. Okay. I know it sucks, but that's the way that it is. That's pretty much it. So just be on the lookout for you guys as in your bank accounts. You may see some plus up payments in there. And again, it is not a 4th stimulus check. So don't be listening to these people telling you guys the 4th stimulus check is coming, because I ain't seen it myself. I have not seen it. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I'm not going to come on here and tell you guys that we're getting a 4th stimulus check and I don't have any evidence to corroborate that story, if that makes any sense. Okay. All right, so let's jump into emergency SNAP maximum benefits, because I know that's what you guys are waiting for the month of November. Now, I did take a quick peek. I don't think there's any additional states that have been approved. So what I'm going to do is just start to weed out and basically give you guys the names of the states that have been approved for November, but only the states that have not received payments yet. Okay. All right, so we have Alabama December 1st. We have Alaska November 15th through the 30th. Arizona regular issuance. California December 4th or December 11th. That is for November. So the payments that the Californians received yesterday on Sunday, that is for October. This is for November. We won't receive it until December. Okay. Connecticut, you're already paid out. No, Colorado, you've already paid out. Connecticut, it says November 16th, and then every Friday until all of November apps are completed. So tomorrow is when Connecticut should start to receive those benefits. Delaware, November 23rd. DC, regular issuance. Georgia, November 26th, 27th, 29th, and 30th. Hawaii, December 13th. Guam, November 19th. Illinois, November 20th through the 28th. Indiana, November 5th through the 23rd. Iowa, normal issuance. Kansas, December 15th through the 24th. Kentucky, you got a couple of more days left. They're going to be issuing all the way up until the 19th if you haven't already received it. Louisiana, November the 20th and the 27th are left. Maryland, they're going to be going strong all month long. Michigan, November the 13th through the 23rd. New Hampshire, the 23rd of November, and then December 3rd and December 17th. New Mexico, all month long. New York will start to disperse benefits tomorrow for New York City, November the 16th through the 20th, the 23rd through the 25th, the 27th, and the 30th. And then for the rest of the state, you have today up until the 15th to get benefits. North Carolina, November 22nd through the 30th, and then December 1st. Ohio, November 22nd. Oklahoma, today is the very last day to get benefits in Oklahoma. Oregon, November the 29th and then December 1st. Pennsylvania, November the 16th through the 20th, the 23rd through the 25th, the 30th, and then January 7th. South Carolina, all the way up until the 19th of this month, so a couple more days for South Carolina. Tennessee, it just says regular issuance. Utah, November the 28th. Texas, if you haven't received it already, you're probably most likely going to have to wait. It does say here November 1st through the 5th, but it also said that those benefits should be in your account by the end of this month. Okay, so we're just going to say for the rest of the month, be checking your cards in Texas. Utah, I don't know if I said it already, but November 28th. Vermont, December 14th. Virginia, tomorrow, November 16th. Washington all the way up until the 20th of this month. West Virginia, final run December 8th. Wisconsin, November 20th, and then a catch-up run on January 8th. And then the Virgin Islands, November the 20th. All right, you guys, that is all I have for you today. As always, you guys, I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful to you. But do me a favor, if you haven't already, don't forget to smash that like button, because it really does help to let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing and you want me to stick around. I want to say that I appreciate all of you guys who did go and subscribe to my second channel. For those of you who have not as of yet, head on over there. The name of the channel is Live, Love, Elevate 2, spelled T-O-O. Okay, I am going to be doing all of my beauty content, more of my family content over there on that channel. For those of you who have already went over there, again, I just want to say I truly appreciate you guys for supporting me, because if there were no viewers to watch my channel, I wouldn't have a channel in the first place. Okay, so I really want to say thank you to all of you guys for supporting me in all of my efforts here on YouTube. Okay, but on that note, you guys, as always, I'm going to say, remember to live, love, and elevate, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Peace, beautiful people.